It's a video of our new travel trailer. It's a Keystone Passport 3300 BK. Just picked it up last week and just got back from our first trip in it. Got some TV satellite hookups out here. Outlets. Mounting bracket for a TV there, which I will probably never use. It's the pass-through storage. An okay amount of space. I've seen bigger and I've seen smaller, but that's all right. It's the battery setup, the battery cutoff, propane tank setup. Most trailers these days come with 5-gallon propane tanks. In the past, when we've bought trailers, it's never been a problem for them to switch out the tanks for you. However, we bought this one at Camping World, and they won't switch them out. You'll have to do it yourself. One thing to keep in mind when you do that is you will have to switch out this post right here. The one for the 5-gallon tanks is way too short, so make sure you do that. The other thing to consider is that the gas line here is short as well, and so I'm gonna have to get a longer one because it should run under the batteries, and I had to run it between them, and it kind of rubs a little bit going down the road, and that's probably not a good thing. The other thing that they wouldn't do is we've got our mounting brackets for our leveler hitch. They would not switch those over unless we paid them to. In the past, that wasn't a problem either with other sales companies, but Camping World, you'll either do it yourself or you'll pay them $200 to have someone do it for you. Coming around the front, nice front cap there. There's the tire sizes that you're dealing with. So this was a new sort of setup for me. You got your sprayer hose here, your winterizing ports there. I'll have to figure that one out when it's time to winterize. There's for the sprayer. You got your satellite and cable TV setup ready to go. And then this switch right here is for lights that come on underneath the trailer in case you need to get under there and be able to see when it's dark out. One thing I don't like about this one is you've got your quad jack, electric quad jack controls right in here, which is okay for the front, but the back, if you're trying to look at it as it's coming down, you got to kind of squat down and look under the trailer and watch it come down so that you don't put it down too far. Our previous trailer had those controls where the jacks were. I like that better, but it's not a huge deal. Got a light in there so you can see in the dark. So this is the first trailer I've had that's got a tankless hot water heater. I'm still trying to get used to that whole thing. It's like they call it hot water on demand or something like that. So we'll see as time goes whether I like that or not. Slide outs are pretty big. These are the cable drive slide outs. It's the first time I've had a trailer that has that type of setup. I've heard it's much more reliable. The tech that gave us the walkthrough said that he's yet to have one come through for repairs that have the cable system. It's very smooth, a little bit quieter, and if the slides are already in, you don't get that bump of the gears like you do with the other systems. One thing the tech told us is that if you do have the cable drive system on your slide outs, you want to keep the tops of the slide outs clear. Another new thing for me is this has the dual ports because it has 2 bathrooms. So you've got two different drain ports here. I don't really, I kind of prefer one, you know, so that you only have to have one sewer hose and deal with one. So this one, I'll probably get the Y connector and hook the two hoses into one hose and drain it that way. It's the other slide out for the back bunk area. Ladder. So one of the things too with Camping World is everywhere else I've bought a trailer, they give you one of their own spare tire covers that has their company name on it or whatever. So I didn't switch the old tire cover over, which was just a plain white one. So when I was getting ready to take the trailer home, I saw there wasn't one on there. So I went in to get one, and all they had was, they didn't have any plain ones. So this one seemed like the less dorky out of all of them that they had. One of the issues we found is whoever the dipstick was that installed this didn't screw in the screws on this 50 amp port. The top screws are not screwed into anything. So I noticed that when I tried to hook it up. So I called Camping World, and they're gonna fix that next week. It's my first time dealing with a 50 amp cord. The thing's kind of like wrestling an anaconda when you're trying to manipulate it. It's very heavy and seems to kind of want to do its own thing. Our last trailer didn't have a ladder on the outside, so I'd always have to haul one with us in case I needed to do something on the top. So this one's rated to 250 pounds is what it says. I'm not going to trust that. I weigh a little bit more than 250. My wife got up there. She's a little over 100 pounds, and I could still see it moving a little bit as she was climbing up, so there's no way I'm going to try it. The outside kitchen area, open that up real quick. The trailer we had before actually had was set up for tailgating, so it had a TV back there that we just never even used. So we're looking to get one that was a little bit better for us to utilize, and this one's a lot better. It's got the TV back here, or not the TV, the refrigerator. And it's got a grill, pull-out grill, some storage, which is much more useful to the way we camp. Outside door to one of the bathrooms. I like having that. I like to be able to access a bathroom from the outside. This is one of the other tank flushing ports for the other black tank. Another thing that happened on our trip this weekend is we were coming back. The cover for the range vent flew off at some point. So evidently that wasn't on there very well. So that's another thing Camping World's gonna have to fix for us next week. All right, take a look on the inside. One of the things with these types of steps is when you're parked near the sidewalk like I am, the steps don't go down far enough, unless if you level it out, it would probably be okay, but I didn't do that. So what happens here is if the steps are down, you cannot close the door. It catches right there. So something to keep in mind. Your control panel here. Furnace. it's not marked, but those are ceiling lights, and then those are floor lights. Got the slide out for the kitchen, and then the slide outs up here in the awning on this control panel. One thing that we noticed too is with the kitchen slide out all the way and the awning up, it rests on the top, which is not really a good thing. If there's a little breeze or something, as you can see, it kind of rubs against the top of that. So I'm going to get like a pool noodle or some pipe insulation or something like that to put over the top of that, so it's rubbing on that rather than that sharper edge of the slide out. Kitchen area, microwave, range, refrigerator. Refrigerator is quite a bit bigger than the one we had in our last trailer. Some more storage cabinets. There's a lack of shelving there. That's easily fixed. Forgot the pantry here. A little bit more shelving there that helps. Okay, now going toward the front of the trailer. This is the master bath. Nice shower. I can finally take a shower and stand up. That'll be nice. Shower doors just kind of slide somehow. So that's one of the features I really like. I really like this this shower. I really like having the 2 bathrooms. Got a storage cabinet here. And then this is the control panel for the hot water. I would like this, I'd like it better if this were out with the other controls. I like having all my controls in one spot, but I can see where this would be convenient if you're wanting to take a shower and the water's just not getting hot enough for you. One of the things you need to consider with this is if you try to get the water temperature right by manipulating the hot and cold, turning on the cold water is going to sort of turn the system off, and it's going to be more difficult to do. So your best bet is just to set the water temperature at what you can stand. We set it at 110, and that seems to be about a pretty good temperature for us. It's nice and hot, but it's not going to burn you. More storage under the sink. Porcelain toilet with pretty good storage here. We like this. There's a decent amount of storage here. Master bedroom, storage cabinets. The heater vents are on the wall instead of the floor. I like that idea because on the floor stuff gets down in there and you got to take the cover off and vacuuming it out from time to time. Light switch for the master bedroom. So there's no TV in here, but you could put one in here. There's the mounting bracket and then the satellite and cable and outlet. The dinette, I've seen the same model of trailer with chairs and a table. I like having the bench seats so you can turn it into a bed. We've got family that goes camping with us a lot of times, so having the extra bed space is a good thing for us. The couch folds out into a bed as well. One thing we found out is that when the couch is folded out into a bed, that there's not much space between that and this door. So the people, whoever's sleeping in the bunk area is kind of trapped in there unless they're skinny enough to fit through about that much door space. TV, which is a smart TV, and our cabinets here, fireplace, My wife really loves the island, kitchen island here, with the deep sink, and then the little sprayer comes out at the end there. Moving to the back bunk area. We like having the bunks. Like I said, we got family that comes camping with us quite a bit, and we like having the extra sleeping space. And when that's not being used for someone to sleep on, it's really good storage. Another place for a TV, which will probably never happen with us. We just don't watch that much TV when we're out camping. And then this is something I really like. I like the fact that whoever's sleeping in the bunk area has their own bathroom. The two bathrooms were a big selling point for me. That way when someone else is already in there, you're not begging them to hurry up when you find yourself in a dire situation. You just go use the other bathroom. Nice lights up there. I love the arched ceiling. Has two AC units, one for in here, and then there's one for the bunk room as well, which is probably the main reason why it requires the 50 amp. So that's about it. Can't think of anything else to show right now. Anyway, we're looking forward to a lot of years of enjoying this trailer. So one of the things I forgot to mention when I was walking around the outside is the solar system that comes with the trailer. And that's nice that it already comes with it. You don't have to have one installed. I was told don't bother with the cutoff at all. That's something that they'll manipulate when they need to. Just leave it alone, let it do its thing. The solar panels are up on the front left of the trailer, so that's nice to have it constantly charging your batteries when the sun shines out. I like that feature of this.